really be. I love it. When I came this time to the desert, I came with a very clear intention, honestly, a subconscious intention. So, about I want to find a way to survive here during this very, very hot, extreme weather during this time of year in this country, right? And I was just determined to find ways to survive in extreme weather in the Israeli desert during July and August, which is like practically, I will not say this word, alright? But I had like guidance and I'm starting to receive more ideas, and I honestly even see it manifest about just finding shadow during the very hot times of the day and finding way to cool yourself down and sources of water, and apparently there are all types of sources of water, and you get really creative with your survival skills, but it's essentially, how many days am I doing it so far? I think 2 or 3. It might be the 3rd day today, I suppose. Well, 3 days. If I can make it to a week, then I'm pretty good. Like, if I can make it to a week, then it's pretty good. I'm not sure if I can make it to a week, honestly, but if I can make a few days, then it's pretty cool because I like it here. Also, it challenges every sort of convention and conviction of what you can and cannot do and when you cannot and cannot do it. And I just challenge the status quo by setting this type of standard, and then maybe other people will be like, some people just like to explore the unknown and they will go like their perfect vacation. Like, while I speak about being an outsider in terms of both like really enjoying being outside, quite frankly, outsider, alright? Because I enjoy being on the outside. That's a funny thing, right? It's like, I just don't belong here. I need to be somewhere else. And it's like, here I'm in nature, in the hottest time of the year, like against the odds, beating my own my own limiting beliefs, right? But I really enjoy it. I flourish. I'm here against logic, but who cares about logic? I feel really good. This is logical to me. Good morning. It's about 7 a.m. and I just left for the Israeli National Track. And I'm pretty late based on the weather. I actually planned on going much earlier, but life is lifing. And I'm gonna do about 17 kilometers each direction today, which is practically 34 kilometers. I mean, I hope, because the weather is extreme today
And even the fact that I've decided to leave for this try today is kind of odd, maybe even dangerous. But I had a calling, and I am prepared, and I know like how to handle such conditions. Please do not try it. Like, I do not recommend anyone who've never been prepared for such thing to do it. It's pretty dangerous. But I've been prepared, and I hope, really, truly, that I will be pretty well as happy and empowered spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, you know. All right. It's about 12:30 p.m. I guess, I'm not sure. Anyway, I've already finished the first part, which is about 17 kilometers of the trip. It felt like it was working. It was working like pretty well, but I don't want to speak too soon because the hardest hours are just ahead of me. I'm resting under the tree, one of the very few trees that I've seen on this desert. I got my scarf all wet with water intentionally to cool myself down and keep me at a better. I hope water will last until I get my car back, and that I will not become overly exhausted from the heat. Although a nap would be a really good idea to spend hours now. Alright, I know. This looks pretty small, but I think it would be a really good place to lay down if you need some shadow. There are no other options around. The lower you get, the better it is, so it's not such a bad idea anyway. Alright, so I've survived my trail today, but I really do not advise anyone to do anything like that at all. I ran out of water a little bit early and only managed to find my way back by really miracles. I really called up on spiritual assistance to help me navigate, and it worked really. But I was dehydrated and worn out, and that's not really the. Alright, anyway, the point is, I'm not advising anyone to do anything really dangerous and reckless like what I do. But what I do suggest is that when people feel like they need to stretch their comfort zone and do something that they find a little bit risky, and then eventually through both things like your own, your own experiences with yourself and getting to know those aspects of yourself and those experiences and how the universe works out for you, you feel either more supported in getting greater challenges, or feel like you should never leave your house ever again, and every time something don't work out, you just you withdraw and let everything around you, you know, life will life and you will just watch. No, just kidding. I'm really advising the other way around. Well, alright, like, life is lifing and you should better find a way to participate. Because just watching life is honestly very depressing. And actually participating requires you to be courageous and bold and do things and experience and experiment and learn through both successes and mistakes and through miracles and failures. Like, it works in all ways. And you might not know what it's gonna be like, but honestly it's worth it. And that's, I suppose, what I'm trying to say eventually. Just like, go do the thing, go do the experiences. If you have to wait on someone, wait on someone. If you don't have to wait on someone, don't wait on someone. Like, if I ever had to wait that someone will join me on my journey, I would never leave. Because I tried it, it just didn't work. So, whichever one that is right for you. For me, it was to just take my stuff and go. And it sounds really easy, but it's not. And it's still worth it. Alright. Love ya. Let's just say that a tree in the desert can be a lifesaver, a life changer. So funny, we usually take them for granted, like they're always there. But in the desert you realize how crucial it actually is to have one. but it's just one day. Because one day you will wake up and you will realize you were spending days and days and days and days and days and days of your life living a life that will never belong to you, life that never made you happy, but you just have to do it because that's what everyone else does. So please don't be weird. Do you do what makes you happy. Invest in the activities that you find joyful. Spend your afternoons doing things you actually love. And if not your afternoons, then your evenings or your mornings. It doesn't matter so much which one. As long as just remember to bring yourself the joy. Because you only live once. You only live once. How do you spend your life? Dinner, some veggies. I just got some bread. It's pretty light because it's really warm, so I don't want much.